getting the engagement that we want. And why is that? So look, my recommendation when that happens is that we really start from the beginning again with marketing, and we think about our strategy. And what I mean by that is really marketing strategy, message and audience before channel. So channel's the last thing that you need to think about. So I thought we'd do a little simple workshop today, and you can sort of join in at your end and maybe wave some things around and get some screenshots. So we're going to do a little thing about, I want you to grab something off your desk, and I'm going to grab something off my desk, just anything that's in front of you, something generic. So I have a mug, and it's a Leeds United mug. And if you can't tell by my accent already, yes, I'm from Leeds, in Yorkshire in the UK. So look, if I was explaining sales messages, and I want you to think about your business as well and your objects about this, I would say, buy my mug. It's great and it holds hot drinks. Now that's great, and we're pushing out our sales messages there, but you know, how do you differentiate yourself in the audience that you have? How do you sell your mug or your products? By using a language that's more benefit driven and audience driven. So what I'm going to say, I'm going to read this because it's a bit long for me to actually remember myself. So buy my mug. The extra thickness of porcelain will keep your morning cuppa nice and hot, but also not burn your hands like those thin ones. And when you're drinking your tea on your webinar, you can show off that you support that amazing football club from Leeds United, making you warm and fuzzy on the inside and out. Buy my mug. So you can see, you know, when you think about that object in front of you, and when you think about your products and services, just think about, are you selling the message, or are you actually connecting with the audience? Are you using language and words, you know, that really connect with the people who are buying that, and providing some benefits for your products? It's really important that, yes, you can tell people what you do, but it's also important to, you know, actually layer your messages and connect in your marketing promotions as well. So have a sense check, think about your website and think about all your channels and everything, and think, am I actually doing that audience driven messaging? So section number 2, some quick fire marketing tips for your channels. So number 1, thinking about your website, just keep it simple. I think what's really important is to not overcomplicate it, and really think about what it is you're trying to achieve with your website. And if that's just a phone call, then just keep it simple and get your call to action on there. Make sure you use testimonials and case studies. So obviously, you know, that evidence is what people are looking for. So you might be able to tell them all about your products and services, but it's really the testimonial from a customer who actually convinces that person to make a decision. So make sure you get lots of testimonials and case studies. Use lots of different types of content. So what I mean by that is, don't just use copy, use videos, use pictures, use lots of different visuals. And as we were talking about waste before, content is exactly the same. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Make sure that you're doing the same with your content as you are with your waste. Choose one social media channel and do it well. Ask for recommendations of you and your products. As I said, the third party connection from your customers saying how good you are is really that final decision making piece for you know, for your website, for your Facebook reviews. There's lots of ways to get digital reviews now as well. Make sure you have a really clean and not a dirty database. We hate dirty databases in marketing. You know, having a really nice, even if it's just an Excel sheet, we don't all have the ability to have big CRM systems, but just make sure that, you know, you cleanse your databases, that you have a list of database of clients and of prospects as well, and you know the 2 different types. So again, as we talked about with segmentation and message, it's really important to segment your audience when you communicate to them as well. Make sure that you ask your clients to join your social media. So sometimes we don't connect all of our different digital channels together. So if you've got social media, then just, you know, pop an email to them, make sure it's on your signature tag, make sure you connect all of your digital channels together and promote all your digital channels and do it in a really integrated way. Do some email marketing as well. You know, you might want to send some special offers. Or sometimes I've seen what's really good is if people can do like an ebook or something like that, or a free infographic, something that when they see your email, they get something extra if they visit your website as well. That's a really great way to drive traffic from your email to your website and then to your call to action, hopefully as well. Make sure you tap into your local community and join the Hornsby Chamber of Commerce. And I've got one for Localised in a minute as well. Do some pro bono work. So what's great about pro bono work is that once you've done it, you can actually use it as a really great case to yourself. People will be, grateful that you'll be helping them out, but at the same time, it actually really allows you to showcase that work that you've done and probably be a bit more creative sometimes than you can if you're having to do it within, certain boundaries. And make sure you write a blog and share it on platforms like Localised, which have a special blog section, of course. Okay, now I'm going to do my final quick fires, which is my third section, which is digital networking. So today, which is great, we're all sharing our contact details, which is fantastic. I love how we can change our name in the Zoom, which I seriously been on Zoom for 6 months and did not know that. So that's fantastic. Thank you for that. But what I would say is what I normally do with my digital side of things after I've been to a Zoom is I make sure I go straight to LinkedIn. I've actually screenshotted everybody's contacts, so you'll all be getting a connection from me. But when you do that, just make sure you put a little message in there and say, hey, I saw you on the Localised meetup, I'd love to connect. Make sure you like other people's business pages on social. So don't just like them, but like their business pages. Find out what they do from looking at their feed and their different places, and see if there's any genuine way that you can work together. You might find 2 or 3 people who you can really connect with and actually help each other out, and even do referrals and things like that. Make sure you read, share and comment on everybody's posts. The more that we do that on social, the wider our network gets as a local community. Add them to that marketing database that you've now created, and join groups on social and engage. And once you've done all that, give yourself a big pat on the back for doing all of your quick fire marketing promotions. And that's from me.